welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this presentation of North Central TV Baseball in Westmoreland today. Desmond King behind the camera. I'm Ronnie Male doing the voices for you, and hope you enjoy this big district rival game between the Westmoreland Eagles and the Super War Eagles of Sycamore. Oh, Lord, we get it right in a minute. Too many them different animals in baseball, aren't they? On the mound for Westmoreland today, they're going to start a senior, Zach Sadler. And batting first for is John Hale. He's a left fielder wearing number 30. And forgive us about, we're going to be able to see the board, I believe. The sun is setting right in front of the camera and yours truly. So we hope we can, until the sun goes down, we'll keep it straight for you. First inning of play here in Westmoreland just started. And call around, tell you folks to tune in here. There is an almost swing, but I believe we'll hold back on it now. It is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First batter, Hale, for the War Eagles. That ball is fouled back. Don't hit me. Desmond now on the camera with us today. Desmond King, he's a former baseball player. So, Desmond, you close enough to protect me today. I can't see that ball good. A big game for, I always say that, whomever's playing, but they are big, especially at there's a beautiful curveball, but it's going to be hit pretty solid. Did that ball go out just 10 feet to the right of the American flag? And folks, that was a 345-foot plus home run. Wow. Boy, wow. We didn't even get time to warm up here before that went out here. It wasn't one of them big high jobs. It was more line drive. I'll tell you what, Hale smacked that one. That'll bring up Noah Nevers, the center fielder, and he'll be wearing number 35. Now, the War Eagles are 6-12 in their district. I got that wrong. They are 6-12 overall, and 4-7 in their district. First pitch to Nevers is strike 1. Here's the windup. That one in the dirt. Nice block behind the plate. That is Jordan Weathers doing those duties back there. You might call him the ground player because he's going to get a lot of them off the ground. They're swinging a miss. The batting second in the lineup. The second baseman. Here we are, Noah Nevers. There's another one, foul ball 2. The third base dugout where the Eagles have their nest made over there. Seven innings, more than likely we're going to have today. We've had comments from both sides. This one may beat us, we may beat them. Whatever, it should be a competitive game. And surely it should be. There's one back to the pitcher. Sadler pick it up over to first base. And that is 1-3 if you're scoring with us in your scorebook.
Now batting number 3, Riley Palmer.
Riley Palmer, the shortstop, will step in wearing number 3. Oh, yes, bouncing around different sports at number 3. Used to be driven by the big guy that could see air, Mr. Dale Earnhardt. The big 3. First pitch, call, strike. Now, where we're Desmond and I are, we can see that he likes the low strike. He has called numerous strikes there that came in low. Sadler needs to take. Oh yeah, that was a nice one there. That sucker's up about around his kneecaps. That looked good. But now I tell you what, Sadler, you need to work on where he calls strikes, and they can hit it least, and that's down. There's one going to the shortstop. Oh, what a play at shortstop. And we'll get that ball to first base.
Now batting number 21, Jack Murray.
They did call him safe. Boy, what a play we had at shortstop there to stop that from going to the outfield. That was Morris. He came from shortstop position all the way behind the second base to get that ball. Okay, as we coach Kerrigan at third base there for the War Eagles of Sycamore, giving signals to his first base runner. Sycamore leading 1-0 on the top of the first, that one swing. And I'll just be honest with you, I thought myself when I'm over here early and I'm looking around on the baselines, it's 3:15. Down left field, down right field, 3:15. I looked over by the flag, it said 3:40. That takes a very well hit ball to get out, and certainly it did, as Hale started this one out with a home run. Sadler, oh yeah, that was a great. That was a beautiful pitch. I don't know why Mary was not verbally disagreeing, but certainly by his actions, he didn't believe it. That thing was perfectly height on it from here. Sadler checks the runner, and he actually balked. Now, he actually balked, and I think the official that did not call, yeah, he called it. He did call it. And you know what, Sadler? To keep from balking, now you just looked at first and brought your left foot sideways. That foot's got to go behind the mound. And if you can't fake the ball to first base. You can second and third, but you cannot fake it. So that was a balk, moved the runner up, and there is a well-struck ball fouled. Jack Murray, he would be the cleanup hitter. And Westmoreland got to let that sun penetrate them out there a little bit. They started out giving up a home run, and that had to make Sadler feel bad, but he'll recoup from that, I know. He's a senior. He's been here before. The right-hander knows what kind of condition this is. There's a nice curveball. Ooh, didn't get it. Man, that looked good. As you can tell there over our North Central camera, beautiful, beautiful field here in Westmoreland. A lot of hard work goes into this. There's a fastball. It's going to go shortstop to first. 6-3 for Mary for the second. And that will move Palmer to third base in scoring position, 90 feet away. You know, hear me talking quite a bit about 60 feet. Well, that's softball. And men's baseball like this, bases are 90 feet in between each other. Sadler's going to face a left-hander now in number 11, Kenny Harris. He will be designating hitter for the pitcher, Austin Williams. No, that's not the Austin Williams from Macon County. And if that name sounds familiar, Austin's graduated from college, married, beautiful wife. I hadn't seen too many wives that's not beautiful. Oh, you did? There you go, buddy. 1-1 to count, 2 outs. 1 run across the plate and 1 run or runner at third base, swing and a miss. It's strike 2. 1-2, Sycamore and Westmoreland. There is a popper, straight up, left fielder, gets an under it, makes the play. and that will end the first half of the first inning. Sycamore picking up one run off of one hit, one left on base, and we'll go to the bottom of the inning and see what the Eagles has got in store for Sycamore. And let's see if a great and a great friend of mine had been assistant coach at Westmoreland for 18 years, and he's also been a blessing to Westmoreland High School in teaching our kids. That is Brother Tracy Carter, a youth minister, and he may stepped up in the ranks of being a minister now, but I've got so much respect for this young man. My fishing partner used to be. Okay, Williams up on the mound. He's a left-hander, comes in high for the first ball on Noah Morris, the shortstop for Westmoreland. Boy, he made one heck of a stop a while ago. Did not get the out, but what he done back there behind that second base from shortstop was very impressive. Here's the left-hander. Swing and a miss on a high pitch. Westmoreland is 6-12 on the season. This is unofficially official. There's 3 strikes for the leadoff man, and that will be a strikeout for Williams. Their leadoff man hit a home run, put his team ahead. Now we go down on strikes, and that'll bring up number 6. Donahoe, Landon Donahoe, the second baseman, facing Williams. Left-hander delivers. Boy, it's a nice pitch, just a tad high though. And I'm sure as close as Desmond and I are to the plate, you might hear them. Yeah, you had to hear that strike. That sounded like one. They're popping the mitts back there. 1 out. And 1-1 count on Donahoe. Inside a little bit. 2-1. There's a popper. I don't believe it's going to be in time. The ball goes back against the fence and loses it and under the gate coming into the dugout, and that will turn that single into a double for Donahoe. We'll give him a single for a base hit and then advance him on a thrown away ball. So Connor Johnson, first baseman, wearing number 22. Short but very stocky. Look at the legs on that character, would you? Ooh, boy, he delivered there. Nice shot. Stops at first base. And I think they got him there. It was a short throw over to first base. Drew the first baseman off. But I believe he got the tag. 1 out. And this will bring up number 11, Nate Sullivan, the third baseman. Lefty against lefty. And there wasn't any advancement on the runner from at second base that time on that long throw across the field. First swing, foul ball. Here we go with strike 1 early on Sullivan. Williams checks the runner second, brings the ball to the plate. Oh, there's a hard hit ball. That's going to outfield. We're going to be tied up here. That was good at bat for number 11, cleanup man, as he'll get that single and bring in Donahoe to tie the game at 1. Zach Sadler, the pitcher, is up now, number 44. Boy, you got to be careful wearing that number. Sometimes you have to live up to it, or people will say, why is he wearing that 44? Everybody can't be Hank Aaron. No, boy, he swung like him down to third base. A bobble at third base. Everybody will be safe. Sadler would love to give you a hit on that, Zach, but I can't do it. Had a little bit of an error up there at third base. Jordan Weathers, the catcher, wearing number 24, can open up a can of worms right here. There is 2 outs, but it's possible to score even with 2 outs. Anything passing the infield, I believe that Coach Trout will send the runner at second base. Now, he may know more about his speed than I do. He's a lanky kind of character there. He should be able to tip the top of the waves. So, first pitch is foul tip for strike 1. Here's Williams. Swing and a miss. Just strike 2. 0-2. That's the worst part of it, because Williams has the liberty now to kind of throw some junk in there a couple of pitches if he wants to. He didn't have to. But that was a swing and a miss for strike 3. And the third out. Williams has 2 strikeouts in that frame. And we'll go to the top of the second inning, tied up here at Westmoreland, 1-1. Here we go, top of the second inning in this tied game. And Barry Hite is a little bit laid up, but he's going to be okay. Barry, we miss you. Be glad when you get back out amongst us. And don't worry about my sidekick, Desmond King. He knows what he's doing. Great job. Thank you. First pitch to Johnson comes in. Strike 1 called. And I tell you what, Sadler must like tying the game up there. And he looks a little bit more like an Eagle pitcher now, this time. And, you know, you don't know what goes through a young man's mind like that, even though he's a senior. You know, giving up the first batter and giving up a home run. I mean, that makes a pitcher sick. So I believe that he has came back just a little bit with some kind of vengeance on his mind. Good pitching to start with. There is a strike 3 call. Yes, that was a good one. Hey, and notice again how low that ball came across the plate. So this umpire likes them low, and he is very consistent with that low call too. Hickman's coming up. Jordan Hickman wearing number 9. This is the first baseman that won't get away from him that caused the game to be tied. First pitch, fouled off, strike 1. Oh, and 1 count. Here's the right-hander Sadler. He comes to the plate. Ooh, I'm surprised. 1-1 count now. That one possibly could have been outside. It was where he likes them. Sadler delivers. No, that one definitely outside. 2 balls, a strike, 1 out. No ducks on the pond yet. There's a hard hit ball. Boy, they're backing up in the outfield, backing. It's against the fence. There is a double. Oh, boy, that made it close. For those guys in the outfield, they made that one close because that was a stand-up double all the way. And I'll give him a double on that one. That one hit the fence just a little bit. Now we have some question. Westmoreland coach going out to the base umpire and going to have a conversation with him. And I don't know what he's questioning, if it was anything about the tag or whatever. The tag went down in between the sliding hands of Hickman. That's what I saw. So they wasn't nothing. He just gonna get a confirmation on what happened out there. And you know, that's the way you do in baseball. You call time, you have a question, ask the official the question, and if he gives you an answer, hey, go back to dugout. You've done your job and he done his. First pitch to Austin Morris, the right fielder, wearing number 6. It is a strike. Here's Sadler working quickly, checks his runner back there. And there is the foul ball down the first baseline. Sadler gets the signal. And here's the toss. Nice pitch. And that will pull Morse into the right fielder into a high foul strike. 0-2. I believe I'd give something up in his eyes if I was out there, get him to chase a high pitch. Boy, he did right down there in that, yeah, right down. That's, hey, you got to hand it to Sadler. That's where the official is giving the strikes, down there low. And I think about one more inning, and Desmond and I will not have to fight the sun out there. Went on the ground to second base, picks it up nicely, advances the runner, but 4-3 for the out. Second out, runner goes to third base. Hickman, 90 feet away from going up by 1 run in this game. Here is 14. The opposing pitcher, Austin Williams, takes the first pitch. Strike 1 called. So with 2 outs, pitcher versus pitcher, there's a swing and a foul ball. 0-2. Two outs, 0-2 count. Tied at 1. Sycamore with 90 feet away from taking the lead in this game. Another foul ball by the left-hander, Austin Williams. Don't know what Sadler's going to throw this time. It was a high breaking ball. That was a good pitch, folks. I like that. Get him to go after it. But Williams was seen enough of those to know to lay off of that one. He did. Sadler takes the signal. Here comes the wind up and the pitch. Down low. Another excellent pitch by Sadler. That's where he's getting the strikes. Let's see what happens here with 2 outs. Could end it right here. Did not full up. Something's going to happen now. Now we're going all the way. Westmoreland coach is saying, don't lose him. Make him put the bat on the ball, strike out, whatever. And he did. And that is a fly ball going to left field. And played like a pro out there in left field. And that will bring Austin with an F7. And after a little scaring there, a couple of hits, and Westmoreland got a scare with the runners, go-ahead runner going to third base and needing a base hit, but they didn't get it, flied out to left field. We'll break off here on the top of the second inning. Score is tied. District game here, Sycamore, Westmoreland. District game, and we're tied up here in Westmoreland. Let's go to the bottom of the second inning, this tied game. This could be a good one. Desmond and I get to do some talking in between the innings like this, and we both agree that this could be a low-scoring, good ball game, and hopefully that's what it'll be. Leading off is McCormick, He is a designated hitter. Takes the first pitch, ball one. Williams working fast, gets that ball across. It's going to be a hard play here, shortstop. And I believe they shut him out over there. Shortstop to first base for the first out. And Anthony Leith will be he's a cat that just saved that go-ahead run there in left field. As a matter of fact, first pitch to Leith, foul ball. Williams kind of working a little quicker on the mound for Sycamore than he did the first inning. You don't waste a lot of time. There's another pop-up, foul. And we got another pitcher in our schools for North Central. In the fact, now I'll get to that in just a second here. High ball one, 1 and 2 count. We have another pitcher that when he throws a curveball, his hat will come off. And Williams' hat came off that time. Ooh, you wanted to get it. That one was close there. Leith, I tell you what, Anthony, I don't believe I'd take another one in the same place. Because the official was looking pretty hard at that. That one's a way up in the air. Full up, 3-2, and that was a good stop behind the plate there. Mary had to go way up above his height to get a hold of that one. Full up, foul tip. Williams winds, left-hander. Ooh-wee. And that is the first walk of the ball game.
Now batting number 3, Zach Gann.
Zach Gann, right fielder. And coach is looking at Zach now. That's Coach Trout. And I bet he whispered in his ear and said, put it out of play, put it out of the ballpark if you want to. Zach Gann wearing number 5. So here is Williams' first pitch. Ball 1. Williams working fast. Off the mound, he checks his runner over there at first base before he comes to the plate. There is an attempted bunt, foul ball. Not a bad idea. A ball and a strike with 1 out, a runner on. Tied at 1. Boy, I tell you what now, I like the way Williams does on the mound there, checking his runner. Now, he's left-handed and facing first base anyway. You watch him here. He'll start his motion before he looks at the plate. And there is an unintentional. I believe they said they got him, didn't they? Yeah, they're going to get him.
Now batting number 1, Noah Morris.
1-3 for the second out. And that was pretty doggone close over here as Leith will go to second base now. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup for Westmoreland. There's a popped up catcher make it. No, they can't. That was I thought the catcher was going after it. Then he called on the first baseman. They couldn't get to the ball. So that was a real high strike. Now, Moore struck out in the first inning when he led off. Here's William with the toss. Looked good, but a little outside. 1-1. I need to, Austin Williams checks that runner at second 2 or 3 times. Now he comes. That one's in the dirt. No run. No runner. More than likely would have made that to third base, but if we'd have known Murray was going to miss that one or mishandle it behind the plate, well, we'd have run, wouldn't we? There is a big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second inning, 1 run apiece for either one of these teams. As Williams, the wind-up, here's the, oh, there's a ball hit hard. Oh, it's going to loose. Here comes Westmoreland for the go-ahead run to the plate. Safe. And once again, we can tell you that walks and errors will kill you. That go-ahead run came off of a walk. As Morris will stop first base. Landon Donahoe. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He got a base hit in the bottom of the first inning and wound up scoring the tie run for Westmoreland. Another swing and a miss. That is 0-2. And I'm wondering, does Austin Williams of Sycamore or Eagles, does he come after him or does he play around a couple of pitches and get him to chase something that virtually unhittable? In the dirt, runner goes to second base, no throw. And a ball, 2 strike count on Donahoe. Donahoe batting in the second spot. Here's Austin, checks runner at second base now. Whoa. That was scary. Very close. 2-2 count. Nice pitch. Wow. 3-2. Now we're tied up, and the last 2 pitches looked extremely good. A lot of difference between where he's at and where I'm at. There's a foul ball. Is it going out of play? Yes, it did. So Donahoe will live to get 1 more pitch. A lot of times that's all it takes is 1 pitch. And asked old John Hill about that. Sycamore there, that home run. Ooh, hard hit ball. Third base. No play, 2 runners on. And that was a great stop. That third base by Hickman. Excuse me. Johnson kind of laid down on that. He's going to make sure that it didn't get to the outfield and allow Westmoreland to possibly score again. A big, big swing by a big, big man. Johnson, first baseman, grounded to third base first time up. Westmoreland has scored 1 run in this second inning to go ahead by 1. Runners at first and second. Sadler. Ooh, boy, that's a nice breaking pitch. That one came in high and then I thought dropped down into close to the strike zone. And it was close. A ball and a strike with 2 outs. That is a nice pitch. Williams threw that with some authority there. And once again, Williams checking the runner. Pretty good sized lead, big lead, as a matter of fact. And now Williams just step off the rubber there and get the runner Morris back closer to second base. Okay, here we go. Once again, here's the pitch. Well, I tell you what, that's a round tripper by Johnson. That is the second home run we've had in this ball game so far, one per each team. But Westmoreland had 2 runners on, so that's 3 RBIs for the big guy. Well, it's not hardly the game that I thought it was. They caught the ball in right field, and I gave the big guy a home run. And another way for Dustin to earn his money tonight is Desmond, is to keep me straight also, and he did that time. So it is a 2-1 game, Westmoreland leading going to the top of the 3rd inning. And that will bring back to the plate the home run hitter, John Hale, goes to a 1-1 count. There you go. A swing and a miss that time. And if you watch that swing, he thought he would do it again. And might have if he'd have got a hold of that pitch. Ooh, there is a strikeout for John Hale for the first out of the top of the 3rd inning. Batting next is Nevers, the center fielder, grounded back to Sadler the first time he batted. First pitch, swing and a miss. Tell you what, I believe Zach Sadler's getting a little stronger out there. Nice breaking ball. Shortstop pulls first baseman off on that throw. So Nevers will be on by, got to give an error on the shortstop there on that throw. So let's see what Riley Palmer will do, as he was stranded at third base his first time up after getting a hit. First pitch, foul ball. Two to one in this 3rd inning, and now the sun has went down, and it's getting a little darker around the Eagle baseball facility. Oh, a curveball. That was going to be a strike, whether he swung at that one or not. So as we say that, the hit goes to right center field, a base hitter, and the runner that Rich by error now is at third base. Palmer at first. 1 out. Westmoreland has got to dispose of the next 2 batters, the catcher Murray and Harris, the designated hitter, to keep the game from being tied. There is a bouncer to shortstop. They're going to let the run They're going to let the score from third. They're going to tie the game up, and they'll get the out 6-3 on
Now
Mary.
batting number 11, Kenny Harris.
Kenny Harris flied out to left field. A high strike out there that was caught by the left fielder. And Palmer will be at second base now. Sadler takes a long look at the plate this time. Here's the pitch. Boy, it's pretty in two. Fouled off. A ball and a strike. Kenny Harris. Here's Sadler. Here's the, boy, there's a pretty pitch too. Another foul ball. 1-2 now. It's a 2-2 ball game. Top of the third inning. There is a, oh. Sycamore just went ahead by a, ooh. They called him out. That was relayed 7-6-2 for the third out. And boy, I got no lies to tell you. If they had replay here to look for that one, the official was behind the slide. He really was not in position to make a real crucial call, and that was a crucial call there. So it will stand as an out, the third one. So 1 run left after 1 run comes in. We'll tie this game in the third inning, 2-2. Westmoreland coming to bat in the bottom of the inning, and they're going to bring up Sullivan, Sadler, and Weathers. In the bottom of the third inning, still knotted up at 2. And boy, I tell you, what a close play. If you happen to be watching this on the replay on channel 97, then you can watch how close that one was. And remember, the official does not have the time that we have to look at it and then make a decision. He's got to do it right now. And strike 2 called on Sullivan. 0-2 count. Left-hander. Foul tip. He'll stay alive for another pitch. We've got a left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Or some people will call them southpaws. I guess a right-hander would be a northpaw then, wouldn't it? I don't know, just southpaw, north. There is a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Sullivan. Base hit the first time up. Strikes out in this second stanza. And here is the opposing pitcher, Sadler. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Both of them are pitchers. Both of them are doing a great job holding their opponents to 2 runs. A hard hit ball. If he got that one, he's Superman. That was a wonderful, wonderful hit by Zach. Yeah, go ahead, Zach. You can wear that 44 now. You come up with hits like that. That was line drive, and left fielder coming over. Could have possibly, if it had been much higher, he'd have put a glove on that one. But that ball was hit so hard and not too much arc in it. So go ahead runs at first base for Westmoreland. That'll bring up number 24, Jordan Weathers. Will foul tip the first pitch for strike 1. I said I was joking with the Westmoreland coaches about weathers. Loretta has put out some weathers down there that's basketball players, soccer players. One pitcher down there that was that ball again hit just hard. Okie dokie. The ball from left field to second was in time to get the lead runner for the second out. Weathers at first, and that'll bring up McCormick. Grounded to shortstop his first time up. That was a long throw for that left fielder that time to get the ball at second base. And defensive-wise, you did not have to tag the runner in order to get that out. Because first base was occupied by Weathers. And he'll go to second on the pass ball here. Two outs. And out of the infield, I'd say Weathers would round third base. Foul tip. And we see a whole lot of times when a runner is off of a base, every time the ball is pitched and not put in play, the runner, by rule, has to go back and touch the base. What purpose? I don't know. There is a grounder going to shortstop. Picks it up, throws cross-handed. And he'll be called safe on the short hop. Weathers goes to third. McCormick at second. Anthony Leith, left fielder, steps in. He walked and scored the go-ahead run in the second inning. Now 2 outs. Go-ahead run this time at third base. Westmoreland's going to have to shut down this one of next 2 batters. Leith wears number 7 and plays number 7 position, left field. Williams looks. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Now, if a ball, you better come to Westmoreland with a good catcher, because if the ball gets past the catcher, that runner's going to score from third. This new facility here, and they've left a lot of room behind that plate. Second pitch outside for ball 2. There is a lot of room back behind. The only thing going for the catcher on the pass ball, if it hits that concrete block and bounces back towards him. Forget that one. Weathers will come in on the base hit. Leith gets the base hit, brings in a run. McCormick goes to second, Leith at first. Zach Gann at right fielder will step in as Westmoreland takes the lead in the third inning, 3-2 over the War Eagles of Sycamore. Swing and a miss, big swing. Runners at first and second. Williams comes to the plate in the dirt, as a matter of fact. A ball and a strike. Here is Williams with the toss. Sounded good. He is good. Ball 2 strikes now. Williams pitching a good game. That one goes high in the count. 2-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Deuces are definitely wild. Ooh, boy. Nice pitch. That was a strikeout for Gann. And that will end the third inning of play. Westmoreland manages to get 1 run across the plate before the strikeout, as Austin Williams strikes out 2 and faces 6 batters. He strikes out 2. Westmoreland gets 1 run across the plate. They'll go ahead 3-2. Ball 4, and a walk given up by Sadler.
Now batting number 9, Jaden Hickman.
And I can tell you that the game was tied a moment ago by a walk. Number 9, Hickman will bat next. Got a double, but was stranded at third base first time up. It was a hit and run call, but the ball went foul, and they'll have to bring Johnson back. That's a pretty great call, pretty good call right there. You're 1 down, nobody out on the boards. Hey, take a hit and run. Get that runner in scoring position. Boy, I'm telling you, that was close to a balk right there. Your Sadler comes home with it. Comes in high, but a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. This cat, Hickman, he's bound to be a power hitter, because the guys that the power hitters, they'll go for them up around the numbers and even their shoulders, like he did at that time. There is a dribbler going back to third base. The pickup goes to second base. He'll get that one over to first base. So a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 6, Austin Morris.
Austin Morris is the batter, and the fielder's choice will put Johnson back in a dugout, as he'll go down 5-4 for the first out. And the pitcher will step in. Both these cats doing a good job on the mound tonight. Sadler for Westmoreland. One runner on. That is second base in scoring position. First pitch comes in. Ball 1. No run from second. The ball gets away. Both of these catchers done a great job tonight so far behind that plate. Now, you'd expect the one from Westmoreland to really do a great job because he plays here. He knows how much room it is behind him and the wall. There is a foul ball. Austin Morris, the right fielder, grounded to second base. His first time up. 2-1 count. Sadler with the pitch. That was a nice pitch. Third base gets that perfect bounce. Did they call him safe, Desmond? Third base. Holy moly. They'll call Hickman safe at third. So now, man, I thought the guy picked the ball up and just turned around and let him run into it. I was wrong. So that'll bring up number 14. The pitcher, Austin Williams. First pitch, ball one. Tying run at third base. Big hit, shortstop. Game is tied. And some are saying he dropped the ball. Let's see there. No, they're going to stay with the call. And Hickman will score. Morris goes to third base. And Austin Williams at first. Runners at the corner in this tied game, 3-3. Oh, beautiful curve ball by Sadler, beautiful. You could see that thing start curving from way, way back there close to the pitcher. Strike. There is a hard pop up and brought down for the third out. And that'll retire the side. But top of the third inning, Sycamore gets one run across the plate to tie it with the Eagles. Tied at 3. Eagles coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth. Let's start the bottom of the fourth inning, and right now the game is favoring Westmoreland. I say that because Sycamore scored first. Westmoreland tied it up. Sycamore scored the second run. Westmoreland tied it up. Westmoreland scored the third run. And Sycamore tied it, so they're looking like about a run per inning for each team. A ball and a strike count on Noah Mann. Morris. This one comes in high. And 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. High and away from the catcher. 3-1. The game was tied in the second inning by a walk. And it is getting a little cloud coming over the Westmoreland Stadium. And a strike called. 3-2, we're tied up. Left-hander Austin Williams on the mound for Sycamore. And Morris will draw the walk. Full count pitch was outside. Donahoe takes the first pitch up for ball one. Ball hit to third base. A nice scoop. Goes down for one. Not in time at first base.
Now batting number 22.
They'll get Norris on the fielder's choice. Donahoe will be safe at first base. There is one out. So Johnson steps in. Ooh. Now you gotta, the old Giffer said you gotta take one occasionally for the team. Well, he did, and it hurt too. That is the first HP hit by pitch that we have had in the game tonight. They will bring up Sullivan, number 11. Base hit, stranded at second. Third inning, he gets his second at-bat, strikes out. So Steve, what he does here, the left-hander steps out of the box, calls time. Austin Williams, pitcher for Sycamore, also left-hander. 2 runners on for Westmoreland. Well, another one. Another one got hit by pitch. Some of the fans from Sycamore getting a little depressed with this. There's one out, and players all over the pond. Bases are loaded. No place to put this guy, pitcher Sadler. And if you can hear the PA, they're harassing the Coach Kerrigan a little bit, playing the Alex Trebek 30-second game show theme there. Well, what have we got here? Once again, that big number 44 comes into play. Now we have a runner going in. I believe he said number 22. Alrighty. 3 bases, 3 runners. Coach Crouch ready, gives a signal to his batter. Oh, Sadler kills that first pitch. And guess what? He has killed that one into left field, but caught for the second out. Now, buddy, let me tell you something. If there had been no outs, I would have held that runner at third base. That made the second outing this inning, and hopefully, I'd have sent that runner. Hopefully, you're not going to end the 4th inning with bases loaded. It's a lot of runs on the baseline now. Weathers taps the ball foul. Now, if something happens that the runner from third scores before the out is made on Weathers, it will not count because it is a forced out. Weathers has struck out the first time up and got a hit and scored. There's a high fly ball. Count goes 0-2. I tell you what, Sycamore's got a chance of getting out of this bases loaded with 1 out situation if they can retire Weathers. Weathers can put the bat on the ball. Here's a left-hander, Austin Williams, the windup. And a force from that will go down as a strikeout because he could not run anyway on that pass ball. So absolutely, Sycamore swells up. They give up. The bases loaded, two batters hit by pitch. Westmoreland loads the bases with only one out, and they will strand those three runners. Okay, this getting down into the sweat part of the doggone game. There is 2 innings per team remaining in this tied game in regulation. And number 2 hitter, Noah Nevers. There's one popped way up. Don't look at me, Nevers. That ball popped up. I ain't got no way to catch it. Thank you. Grounded to the pitcher, got on by way of error and scored the second time up. There's a ball playable by first base. He did. Gets an under it. Retires Nevers.
Now batting number 3, Riley Palmer.
Palmer will step in. First time up, he takes a walk and is stranded at third base. Second at bats in the third inning, he gets a base hit and stranded once again. Number 3, Riley Palmer. On twice tonight in 2 bats and was stranded both times. Sadler, first pitch. Now the second one. 2-0. Nobody on. 1 out for Sycamore. There is the ground ball going to shortstop to throw across the diamond in time. It is so nice to be part of North Central's television crew. Number 1, I love the kids. Number 2, I'm an old man and I get to sit down and do this with bad eyes and the whole 9 yards, but they keep me hopping, I'll guarantee you that. And I'm just tickled to death. There's a bouncer going to third base. Big stretch over there at first. Boy, in time. 3 up and 3 down for Westmoreland. The first 3 up, 3 down that they have had tonight on defense. So give them an A+ on that time. Quickly going to the bottom of the 5th inning, we'll bring up McCormick, Leith, and Gann scheduled to appear at the plate in this 3-3 tied ball game. Okay, here comes that number 44. Excuse me, number 13 will lead it off. That's McCormick. That is grounded to shortstop. Walked and was stranded the second time up. See what he do here. First pitch from Williams is up and away to this right-handed batter. 1-0. Austin outside. 2-0 count. And every run really, really important at this point. Sycamore is down to 2 innings on offense. Westmoreland being the home team, they have the 3 innings, so we'll start it out with a walk McCormick on.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 7, Anthony Lee.
Leith, number 7, will jump up now with the go-ahead run at first base. And here's Coach Carrington, I believe, calling for a timeout and talking to his pitcher. And they're going to change pitchers. And Williams done a fantastic job, I thought. The only thing I saw, when it gets like the game gets like it is now, and you give up a walk, a coach will look at it like, was it 4 pitches in a row? Was it 3 pitches and a strike and then walked him? And he has pitched hard and pitched the 5 innings, 4.5 innings, and only gave up 3 runs. And if I'm not mistaken, we have this sidearm pitcher now. Yes, we do. They're hard to hit. Let's see what happens when we get back. All righty, a little change in the pitching for Sycamore. They're bringing in a sidearm. A sidearm pitcher there is the leadoff batter, John Hale. Now, these guys changed the look on the batter of this sidearm. The only thing going good for the Eagles, he's showing the sidearm as opposed to, if you remember back, Oakland A's when, now I forgot his name. Erickson, when he was had the big long mustache, if you remember him, and he had a fast underarm. You didn't see the ball until it got to you. This one is 1 ball, 2 strike count. And that is on Leith. Leith has scored off of a walk. And there is a nice pitch. Puts Leith into swinging position. Misses that one. That's
Now batting number 5, Zach Gann.
Zach Gann's coming up. Grounded to second base in the 2nd inning. Struck out in the 3rd inning. Westmoreland with 1 run. 1 runner on. There's a throw over to first base. Not near in time. 1 out, tied game at 3, bottom of the 5th inning. Gann attempts the bunt. Good call by the umpire. As a lot of times it's hard to detect if they leave that bat out there or draw it back or attempt a push a ball out. There's a hit ball over to the right side. That was directly into the hands of the first baseman, and that would be lined to number 3 for the 2nd out, and fielder's choice caught McCormick, and you cannot fault McCormick on this one. He was caught off base. The ball was hit. You got to run because you're forced off of that base. So that's a nice play there, and Sycamore returns the compliment of Westmoreland getting 3 up and 3 down. So Sycamore does it the same way in the bottom of the 5th inning. So for the time being, the pitching change has worked for Sycamore. We'll lead off with Kenny Harris when we get back. This tied game, top of the 6th inning. Number 11, Harris will lead it off for Sycamore, the left-hander. See if we got any stats on him. Flied out to left field and went into a fielder's choice. So first pitch, strike 1, foul ball. Sadler delivers. Nice pitch, swing and a foul tip against the screen. 0-2. So Sadler has the liberty of playing around or going to him. He can waste a couple of pitches if he desires. He come at him. That sound came from where my truck would have been parked had I not moved it. Here's a pitch from Sadler. Ooh, boy, that's a pretty pitch, too. That ball hit a ton, only to be a foul ball. Was it caught? Fantastic catch. Fantastic catch in right field. He went across the line. That's the reason I called it a foul ball. He went across the line and went out of sight to me. Wow, that was a game saver. That'll bring Johnson up, struck out and grounded out to third base. First pitch, ball one. There's a hard throw by Sadler. Came in just a wee bit too low. There's a dribbler back to the pitcher. He gets it and just underhanded over to first base for the second out.
Now batting number 9, Jaden Hickman.
Hickman will step in, got a double first time up, and scored the second time up, Rich by way of error. First pitch did not sound like a strike. Bryce Hall, the old guy that called baseball for so many years, told me one time, he said, sounded like a strike to me. Well, 1-1. Everybody knew Mr. Bryce, knew he was getting up in age, knew his eyesight was leaving him. He still stayed back there. Swing and a miss. I mean, a big swing. 2 outs. Ball and 2 strikes. There's a good one. High pop up. Who's going to take control? Looks like right field. Did what happen? Or did it fall? Yeah, they don't catch it in right field. Three players around it. As a matter of fact, left fielder, center fielder came over to right field also. Second base was there. And right fielder was there. And it falls for a high, long base hit. Austin Morris takes the first pitch down for ball 1. There's a Clifford going to second base. Oh, what a stop there at second base. Oh, you got to commend that. And that guy laid it out. Donahoe laid it out to stop that ball and hold the runners to first and second with 2 outs. And pinch runner going in for second base, to second base. Austin Williams relieved off of the mound in the top of 5. And he stays on defense and now comes back in his regular batting. Has to come back to the same batting order that he left. And that's what he's doing. 2 runners on for Westmoreland. We're tied up. First 2 batters comes up. First 2 batters, 2 outs. And now we've let 2 runners get on. First pitch to Williams comes in low. Need an out right here if you're Westmoreland. That's a good one. And from the looks of the lights off in the distance, it looks like the Eaglettes are playing a softball game tonight. Third pitch, all three of those was in, man, looked like within an inch, a couple inches of each other. And he'll get one strike out of the three passes. There's inside, 3-1 now. And I'm wondering about this mating call that I hear from the dugout over here for the War Eagle. Some kind of a call they've got, like some kind of a bird. Well, maybe it's a War Eagle. There's a hard hit ball into center field, brought down, and that definitely saved at least a run. Noah Morris will start it off in the bottom of the 6th inning for Westmoreland in this tied game. Oh, yeah. That one goes to right field. That could not have been any better. And he got that by the big, tall first baseman. So one pitch, one swing, and one runner for Westmoreland. Donahoe will step in. And that was Morris's first hit tonight. He struck out in the first inning. 4th inning, he grounded out to third base. And Donahoe will step in now, having scored tonight. Was stranded at third base in the 4th inning. So this is one of those categories falls into the leadoff hitters or at bat one time less than some of the other cats. There's a hard hit ball to right field. Drops the ball, gets by him, rolls back to the fence, going around to third base. The throw going to third, not in time. Not in time at third base. Wow. That was a hard hit ball. Morris stops at third base. Slud right under the tag. And a double for Donahoe. So now we are having another discussion with the plate umpire from Kerrigan, Coach Kerrigan. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Runners at second and third base for Westmoreland. Another questionable call there at third base. Another ball, that is the third in a row that has went to right field. This time it will bring Morris across the plate to score and would put Donahoe at third base. Johnson put out at first base. All of these balls off of this sidearm pitcher is going to the right field in this inning. Yeah, he went around. That's number 11, Sullivan. Stranded at second base after a hit. Struck out in the third and hit by a pitch in the 4th and left stranded. This time behind in the count, 0-2. Westmoreland with a go-ahead run across the plate. This sidearm pitching, Sycamore's put 2 good pitchers up there tonight. Boy, there was a fastball. That one going to. Runners are going to go as the ball gets by the catcher. Number 6, Donahoe, will score his second run.
Now batting number 44, Zach Sadler.
Sullivan will stop at second base. 1 out. Zach Sadler. The pitcher will step up now, and Zach has got a 2-run cushion now over Sycamore, 5-3. Big swing and a miss. Sycamore War Eagles, 4-7 in district play. Another swing and a miss. Sadler behind in the count, 0-2. And a call strike. And Sadler strikes out. Got on by Era. Left field into 7-4 to second base for the flight out in left field, and now struck out the second out in the bottom of the 6th inning. That will bring Weathers up to catcher. Runner at second base for Westmoreland after bringing 2 across the plate. They still have Sullivan out in second base, but with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch, foul ball. The official has went up and retrieved the ball when the players are supposed to do that from the team that is batting. There's a bouncer going to shortstop. It's going to be a long throw. Oop. A little bobble by the third baseman, just enough for a pitch runner to go in for Weathers.
Now batting number 13, Connor McCormick.
Sullivan will go to third base. Once again, 2 outs. McCormick is your batter. Grounded to the shortstop the first time he batted. Was stranded at second base in the 3rd inning. Fielder's choice was hit into a fielder's choice in the 5th. First pitch, low and away. And even though I'm keeping books as we get on with this ball game, everything I'm saying is unofficial. I do not have the official book. But it's pretty darn close. There's a sidearm. What a pitch. Outside. Weathers pitch runner, and I don't see the number, just went to second base on that throw. 2-0. Outside, make that 3. Make that 3-0. McCormick's 4th time up tonight. Has been on base twice, but hasn't scored yet.
Now batting number 7, Anthony Lee.
2 outs now. And excuse me, I've got, no, we're right. we're right on that last put out. That I have 3 outs. Swing and a miss. Leith swinging now. Has scored tonight, struck out, got a base hit, and walked. There is a foul ball. 0-2 the count. One more pitch by Hale could do it in this bottom of the 6th. That one gets out of sight. A good save. Murray done a good slide. A slide to the right there to stop that ball going against the fence and a possible run. That one foul back. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anthony Leith, the left fielder. Outside. Good pitch. Good pitch by Hale there. Nipping on that outside corner. Barely missed it. There's a foul ball. Little nubbler, I call them. In the bottom of the 6th inning of play, with 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2nd and 3rd, and 1st. Ooh, that was inside. No place to put this character. You have no place. The bases are loaded. You have no place to put this man. So the full count is on its way. There's a hard hit. That may be out of here. Nope. It's against the fence, though. That was a long 3rd out there. And that will close it out for the Westmoreland Eagles in the bottom of the 6th inning. They'll bring a couple of runs across the plate, and situation for Sycamore is they have to score at least 2 runs to continue the game. If they don't tie the game or go ahead in the top of the 7th inning, then it will be over with. Let's see what happens. And you don't, the catcher, Weathers, is telling everyone now, giving signals as to what the situation is. I think everybody knows it. Strike 1 call, first pitch. And I'm thinking that is Hale, the leadoff batter. Curveball did not stay in the strike zone. Sadler going the distance for Westmoreland on the mound. Ooh, another home run swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Hill has struck out, and hit a home run. Ooh, boy. I'm going to tell you something. Sadler smoked that ball in that time. That was a big pitch.
Now batting number 35, Noah Gibbons.
Sadler has reached back and got something on that. Look at there. He's humming the ball now. He feels Nevers is the batter now. Base hit and scored. Flied out to first base. And grounded to the pitcher. Here's 3 times up. 1 out. 0-1 count. That ball is hit. Looks like it's going to drop. No. Just across second baseman's head. And he went back as far as he could, and the center fielder come over and caught that one on one bounce. But that'll be Palmer at the plate now. He will be the tying run with one runner on. Tying run at the plate. Sadler's pitch, boy, it's great. Nice pitch. Game on the line here. Yep, outside corner. That was a good pitch. 0-2. And as some of the fans are saying, you got to get that bat off your shoulders. There is a swing and foul ball. One out. 0-2 is the count. And I believe Sadler's feeling this one right now. Yeah. Oh, me. He said no. A ball, 2 strikes now. Oh, ball is hit hard right field. Did he get under it? Yeah, he did. Trying to double off first base. Boy, what a catch out there. Now, when you get out there, this field is very well lit, but when you get out there close to that fence, Desmond, from here, it looks like it gets a little dark out there, doesn't it? That was a great play there. So now, once again, the tying run is at the plate. 2 outs. Mary, the batter. And I'll tell you what, we saw 3 good pitchers tonight. One of them, Sadler, he's going to go the distance for Westmoreland. And we've also had 2 good catchers in this ball game too. Mary, that's batting now, and Weathers behind the plate. Boy, that was a pretty pitch. That possibly might have fooled the umpire that time. It was a big changeup. 1-1 count. 1-2, so Sycamore may be down to their last strike. And this would be a big win for Westmoreland should they go ahead and win this game. Lordy, lordy, what a close to take. Good call, but that was awful close for the situation. 2-2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There is a swing and a miss. And Sadler is going to get the strikeout. Sadler's going to get the win as Westmoreland comes up 2 runs at this time better than Sycamore. It's a 5-3 game. And I want to tell you, you can't get much of a better game. Now, had the score been 5-3 Sycamore, I would say the same thing. It's just a low-scoring ball game. A lot of defense. There was errors made, but good defense to cover up the errors that was made. So it's been a good ball game for both of these clubs. And like I say, it was a district contest, and you see the guys now. I guess that they're turning the kids loose where they, instead of just throwing their hand up at each other, they can actually go out and give high fives or whatever. And hopefully, Man, I tell you, I'm glad to see the kids showing sportsmanship like that, but in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking, well, this COVID stuff is not over with yet. And, if they just walk within 6 or 8 feet of each other like that, maybe it'd be better. All righty. Thank you, Desmond King, for being over here and putting an eye on this ball game. And Sycamore, thank you for coming up here and giving us a good output in this game. Westmoreland, you played a good one. Congratulations, you winning this district game 5-3. And boy, it was good to do. And I appreciate North Central coming over, getting our kids on TV once again. And don't forget, this can be seen Wednesday and Friday also this week. Check the time on that, 615-666-2151. Will get you all the information that you need. Once again, for Desmond King, I'm Ronnie Mao. Be good to somebody. Make yourself feel good. God bless you all.